what's up? So 1 week ago, well, 6 days and 20 hours ago, I started watching The Owl House, and I finished The Owl House 25 minutes ago. It is an amazing show. It is. I don't know when it's going to show up. It is this show. It is amazing. Now, I have seen season 1 and 2. I don't think season 3's come out yet, but it's about to. And it's a really good show. I love it. And yes, I am dressed up as Hootie because he is the GOAT. Now, first of all, Owl House, it's a really recent show. It started in 2020, and the last season came out last year. I saw a lot of references, which I understood. There was one part, for example, let's hide under a trench coat. That has to be a Kenobi reference. It has to be. If not, that's just very funny. Okay, let's talk about this. I've talked about when I've watched it. Now let's talk about the show. So, it starts out with our main character, Luz. She's the human on the broom. Her mommy wants to send her to detention camp because she's weird. She needs to conform with society. But guess what? When she throws away her book, she's like, actually, I don't want to throw away my book, but a bird steals it. So she chases the bird, and well, I'm in this abandoned house, and wow, I'm in this magic world, and now I can't get back. And she's in a magic world, and lives with an owl woman that, Ida the Owl Lady. She is here, and this is the adopted child, I guess. His name is King, and they're a big old happy family. They're all outcast, and basically the plot of the show is them being outcast, living in this magic world, dealing with all of their individual problems. They go to school, they learn magic, because Luz, as a human, she can't practice regular magic. She learns a new type of magic, and it's very cool. It's by drawing. Actually, I haven't tried it out. Can't work. I don't remember that, so I can't try it out. Anyways, we go to a lot of locations, and this show, it can be really complicated. There are like 6 plots going on by the time we get to season 2, and it's a lot. There's a lot of different ones, but I'm going to try to summarize it as quickly as possible. At least the main parts, and then when we get to characters, I'll talk about other bits. So, basically, Luz is, since she's supposed to be at summer camp for the 3 months or whatever, how long summer camp lasts, she's safe. She can live with Ida the Owl Lady for 3 months. Easy peasy. I'm going to drink my milk. Oh no. Oh no! Perfect. So she lives with Ida, and a lot of fun shenanigans happen. I mean, Luz learns her magic by doing drawings. She goes to school, and then she goes to school with magic. Ida she has a curse, and she needs to find out who cursed her. And throughout season 1, I'd say those are the main plots. I mean, you always have your run off and do nothing, literally nothing important to the story, but those are the main story-based ones that develop throughout the season. And there's one that's, it's not necessary, I'd say, at least in this season for the story. It has to do with school, it has to do with my favorite character, so we're going to save that. But basically, Ida is trying to be, the emperor of the land, which is called the Boiling Isles, is trying to capture her because she doesn't join a magic club. When you join a magic club, you can only use that type of magic, and she doesn't want to join a magic club because she wants to have liberty of her body magic. Very relevant. These magic clubs are called covens, so, with the witch theme, but anyways, throughout the season, it gets more, and the efforts get bigger and bigger to try to capture Ida. Ida's sister, Lily, she's the one leading the attacks, and by the end of the season, Ida does get captured, and she has a bunch of crimes against her, and because Lilith, she's getting desperate. She needs to capture Ida, or else she might lose her job and the Emperor might punish her, like smack, smack. So when Luz and her school friends go visit the Emperor's castle, Ida's curse is getting worse, so Luz tries to steal a hat that makes her better, but then Lily kidnaps Luz for trying to steal the relic, and then Ida and Lily have a super awesome duel, but Ida gets captured, and then now we're at the season finale. I know we're going through this quick. So Ida's about to get turned to stone forever, which is like one of the worst crimes, hasn't happened. Worst punishments hasn't happened in 30 years, and things are crazy. Things are bonkers. So Ida tries to go and free. Luz tries to go free Ida with King, the demon, and along the way, Lily tries to help because she tried to bring in Ida to the Emperor because she thought that the Emperor could help heal the curse, and the person who cursed her is Lily, so she could get a job working for the Emperor because there was only one job available. And it's a telenovela backstory. If you've ever seen one, I haven't seen a telenovela, so I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, everyone gets free. Luz fights the Emperor and doesn't beat him, but like puts up a good fight. Everyone gets away. Oh, here's the main thing. Luz gives the Emperor a portal to the human realm. Now, this was how Luz was going to get back. When summer ended, she was probably going to walk through and go back, maybe visit, come back and forth. Never really told us the plan. But now, she has to either save Ida or be able to go home. So, she chooses to save Ida and gives the portal thing over to the Emperor. We have no reason why, at this point, why he wants it. But she gives it to him. But, of course, because he's going to use it for evil purposes, she blows it up. She gives it to him, and she blows it up, and they get away. But then, at the end of the episode, end of season 1, which I watched Friday afternoon. Yes, I saw season 2 in 2 days. Shut up. Anyways, we see that the Emperor rebuilds the door. And season 1, amazing. Amazing. Every episode was at the very least good. There weren't too many spectacular episodes. One of my favorite episodes of the show, which is the Grom, that's in this season. But a lot of fun episodes. A lot of just getting to learn the world. It was fun. Now I'm going to do a Hootie impression because I feel like I need to. It's Hootie! I'm an owl man and I like eating rats and things, and I'm going to stick this in my mouth. So season 2. First half started off rough. Like I said, there were 6 different subplots, and for the most part, in this first half of the season, most of them were good. There was one that I really liked, and there were 2 episodes of that, and the rest, it was a slog to get through. It was like, it was painful to get through all the other episodes. It was like, I was about to quit if it wasn't for that one subplot, and then we also had the Golden Guard subplot, which started, and basically the Golden Guard is the Emperor's niece, and he took over Lilith's spot because Lilith was deemed a traitor. Also, Lilith now shares half the curse with Ida because of magic, so not as bad for Ida, but Lilith worse. They both can't practice magic though now, so they learn the runes, the glyphs, that's what they're called, that Luz uses. Anyways, Luz means light, by the way, so she made the light, so I just realized that. But anyways, the Golden Guard, he's the niece, and his subplot was very interesting. He's a great character, but we're going to talk about that later. But once we get to like episode 8 of season 2, which is the turning point for season 2, was the Hootie episode. Yes, it was the Hootie episode. So Hootie was like, God, Lilith, I miss you, but yeah, because I was friends with Lilith. But anyways, I want to make everyone happy because everyone feels sad. So I'm gonna try to help King learn about his past, like in the sex ed the turning point of the season, and from that episode, amazing. Then we have the episode where Luz goes and talks to her mother. Amazing episode. Amazing. There were some strong emotions in the last 5 minutes with Luz talking to her mother. Oh, that hurt. And it resolved the plot of who was the person taking Luz's place. Well, now we know. Actually, yes. There's a lot of stuff going on. Basically, the main thing, I think this is probably around episode 12 or whatever. The main plots, I'm just talking about the main plots. King is trying to learn about his father. They go investigate his father. Luz is trying to find a way back to the human realm and trying to learn more about the glyphs and all of that. And also the Amity plot. But again, we're not talking about that right now. We're not talking about it! Also, there is the Golden Guard. He's showing up a lot more. And then the other thing is Unity Day. So this is the season finale, but basically they're trying to figure out what Unity Day is, what Emperor Talos is, I think his name is Talos, what Emperor Talos is planning, and we find out what he is planning when Luz and the Golden Guard go into the mind. Okay, I got a notification. What is it? Howdy out! You should call me Goody because my name's Gamer! Did I say Emperor Talos? Because I meant Emperor Balos! I got the name wrong and I thought about it while standing there! So anyways, the Golden Guard and Luz go into the mind of Emperor Balos, and this is the turning point. This is where they learn about Unity Day. Basically, how do I describe this? Emperor Balos is not Emperor Balos, some magical witch. He is Philip the Human, who's from the 1600s and has been using evil magic, glyph magic, and eating talisman, which are magic staffs to get energy, and basically he's not human anymore. But anyways, because he's from the 1600s, he wants to kill witches, which I found that very interesting. I thought that was cool that the reason he's evil and wants to destroy witches is because he's from the past. That's nice. I see what you're doing there. People from the past aren't always the greatest. Wow. Anyways, also the Golden Guard is like some clone of I'm assuming his brother, because we saw in another episode, I don't remember how, we found out about two humans, and I just have to assume it's either his brother, but the Golden Guard, whose name is Hunter, is a clone, and Belos has already had to kill like a lot of these clones. We see a lot of their helmets just destroyed, so that's interesting. So that's what Unity Day is, and now Hunter, he's not a bad guy anymore. Also, there's a group, so I talked about covens, but there's also coven heads, and a lot of the coven heads are starting to turn. One of them was Ida's old fling. Is that on? Yes, it is. So they're reuniting, and basically everyone's starting to kind of turn on the Emperor. The school's like, no. We're related to you, but we're a different entity. And now, basically from this episode on, it's kind of like a finale type thing. Everyone's getting ready for war, and it's crazy. This last half of the season is amazing. And once we get to Unity Day, King, he is a Titan, and all the islands in the Boiling Isles, in this magic realm, they're made up of dead demons. So they've been living. So all of this story has been taking place on King's father. So that's kind of gruesome. His father's corpse. That's what I meant to say. That's the result. That's that story resolved, and finally we get the finale, which I watched earlier today. It was amazing. So basically, what's happening is everyone's going to the head of the Titan, because for some reason that's important to magic, or something. That's where it's happening. Anyways, Belos, he's having a ceremony there that will kill everyone with in a coven forever. So like you get a magic tattoo that limits you. Well, now you're dead. So Ida goes there to sneak in. She's working with the coven heads. Somehow, all of our teenager characters are going there. Everyone's there for a fight. The ceremony started. Everyone's dying, but basically, King, as a Titan, he can free this space god child. And when that happens, he can defeat Belos. Belos was using this teen child, so but Belos was also scared of this child, so he's like next level. He's an Avengers level threat, like even bigger Avengers level threat. And he releases him and saves everyone, but the child is crazy. And the world is in danger, and everyone exits back to the human world, amphibious style. Wow. That's the show. We end off with at Luz's house, where her mom is reading an article about a girl in a fox world with a picture of Anne, so they're connected. I think this connected to Gravity Falls. I mean, Bill Cipher voices King. There's a bunch of signaling, and even King. He was called the King of Demons. I'm pretty sure that's what Bill was doing, right? So we're getting a crossover of this Gravity Falls and Amphibia at some point. I'm excited, but anyways, Luz finally reunites with her mother. The second season, I don't know what to say. The second half, mwah mwah mwah. The Amity subplot here, mwah mwah mwah. Golden Guard. There's a lot of good, but that first half, it was painful. It really was. It just felt like not filler, but not anything I cared about. I don't think the plots were really well mixed in the first part. It's like, okay, you get one episode of this, one episode of this, one episode of this. Okay, now another episode of that one, another episode of that one, and that one. It's like, it's a cycle, but they didn't mix it all, and it felt long, stretched out, and boring. And it's like, if you didn't like this certain subplot, there was nothing else on the episode to look forward to unless a certain character was there. That, like, one of the main cast. King's there. He's gonna make it better. Rudy's gonna be there, and that's gonna be better. But yeah. So it's good. I still say better than season 1, but it was rough at the start. But it's really good. Now, first of all, should we have had a season 3? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, season 3 feels like it's going to do the same thing. Amphibia started. I haven't finished Amphibia. I'm finishing that tonight. The Amphibia review's coming out first, but this is coming out after. But yeah, it's confusing, but I am Hooty. Sorry. If I okay. Yeah, I don't think season 3 should have happened necessarily. We easily could have gotten, okay, they defeated Belos, or maybe everyone's power's taken away now permanently, so they need to start using the glyphs, and maybe season 3. I'd be fine with season 3, I guess, but no human world stuff. I don't like these fantasy worlds that are set up and complex, and then we go to the human world where it's fish out of water stuff. And I'm very excited to see Amity and Luz's mom, but the rest I'm like, yeah. This is Editing Gabriel, and after I saw this video, I found out that season 3 was only 3 episodes, which are like 40 minutes, and I take it back. I don't think we should get season 3, but we should get the 3 episodes we have, turn it into an Owl House movie. Beautiful. I haven't seen the episodes yet. I'm planning on doing that very soon. At least the first 2, because the third's not out. But just make it a movie. That'd be perfect. I would love it. And it would win an Oscar, hopefully. It won't, but it should if it happened. But it's not happening. But it should have. That's all I have to say. So character time. First of all, Luz, Caterna or something like that. Something that's like Catera. So Luz Catera, I think. She's a good point of view character. Both this and Amphibia, they kind of have a problem where their point of view characters, it's nothing special. I mean, I like Luz probably more than Anne. I mean, Mexican, I have a soft spot for seeing Mexican in entertainment, Mexican characters in entertainment. So she's fun. I mean, seeing her learn, seeing her romance, it's all good. She's a very good character, but nothing special. She doesn't get me laughing most of the time, but she can get emotional, and her with Amity. We'll talk about that when we get to Amity. Next is the Owl Lady. Sorry, the Owl Lady Ida, and I'm not gonna have this out anymore. The Owl Lady, Ida the Owl Lady. I was told she was gonna be a Grunkle Stan type character, but she's not. She's a kind of, but she's. I know Grunkle Stan was caring, but he had that certain. I don't know how to describe it. She's not on Grunkle Stan. She's fine. Same with Luz. It's like I like Luz more than her, but she's fine. Not much to say about her. Her curse, interesting, but it's fine. Next, King the Demon. He is amazing. Yeah, I love him. He's hilarious. Finding out that he's a Titan, that's fun. That's incredibly hilarious. That he's like, I'm the King of Demons. Hey, I'm the King of Demons. Oh, I'm getting belly rubs now. Wait, I'm not the King of Demons. I need to find out about my back. Oh no, I'm not a king. I'm a Titan. That's funny. It is. He's funny. Bill Cipher's voice, Alex Hirsch, great. I think it's so many times just having people say things in a certain voice, it makes it 10 times better. Like, listen to this, for example. You better like and subscribe! And now you want to do it because I did it in my Hootie voice. Hootie, we'll talk about him, I guess. He is amazing. Every word he says, I'm laughing. Sometimes I honestly need to rewatch because I'm laughing just whatever he says. It's not like Hop Hop where it's like he can turn something like, we need some milk, into something funny. Everything Hootie says is funny. So he's just amazing. I wish I had a Hootie, to be honest. But I guess I'll just need to rewatch this video. Right, Hootie? Okay. Next, let's go with Gus and Willow. They are a big part of the show. They're in a lot of episodes, but they're not too interesting, to be honest. By the time season 2, where it's just them integrated into the friend group with Amity, it's better, but on the second half, like that episode with Gus and his illusions, the episode with Willow and the flying, is good, but season 1 and first half of season 2, they're not very interesting. Think of side characters like Seuss, like Wendy, like Wally from Amphibia. They're not very interesting characters. Lily. She's fine. Again, I liked her as the cool aunt in that one time travel episode. Who really isn't that cool. That was fun. But not much to talk about with her. Principal Bump. He's a legend. I salute Bump. Bump isn't a grump. Bump isn't. I like Bump. He's funny. And like that one episode where he had to expel the characters and they kept trying to sneak back in, and he was pushing them out while crying. Why it's bringing me to tears thinking about it, but it's really funny. The Hunter, very good. I don't know, I just love him. He's kind of like Zuko. I wouldn't call him Zuko, it's much quicker, but he's very cool. Let's just talk about all of the coven leaders now. Okay, let's talk about the good ones now, which is Darius and the Rain, and there might be another good one. I enjoy them. They're very nice. The other ones, that witch lady, she's written well, but I hate her. I hate her. Not because bad writing, because they want me to hate her, and I fell for their plot. Other characters, Emperor Balos, aka Philip. He's good. He's good. Not my most interesting. No, he's an interesting villain. The fact that he's human, Emperor, 1600s. He's a very interesting character. He was featured a bit too much in the first half of season 2. We should have had a bit more less. We should have had less of him to make him more scary, more interesting. But he's good. Now we got to talk about her. Yes, her sisters actually. Her twins. Her twins. Amity's twin brother and sister, and just her whole family. Eh. I like her father. Her mother. Oh, I want to beat her up. Her mother is like, meh, meh, meh. Well, that's a hoopsie, 'cause I'm Hootie and it was an oopsie, so it's a hoopsie. Yeah. Her family is good. They all are interesting, but it's time to talk about the one, the only, the Amity Blight. Oh my god. From the second time I saw her, the first episode where it was her against Will was like, interesting enough, but by the time we got to the second episode where she was dueling against Luz, and just anytime we see her, whether it's 30 seconds or a full episode, wow, it is amazing. She is such a good character. I don't know why. She shows up, it's a good episode. You just know it is. Even seeing her for 30 seconds talking to herself, it's good. Oh, seeing her go from this hateable character slowly turn into the most lovable character in the show, it's amazing. Seeing her start to blush more and more when Luz is around, and seeing her start to protect Luz and do stuff for Luz, and oh my god, it is amazing. And then in the Tunnel of Love episode, it all comes together, and they get together, and then they're a pair for the rest of the season. I am excited to see them go on a date in season 3. That's what I'm excited for. Okay, so what was it? Romance. It was one of the reasons I watched the show, to be honest. I heard about it, and I thought, I'd love to see this, and that was just one of the reasons added on top. But yeah, it just felt so organic. It felt so fun. It felt cute, and it didn't feel forced, but it felt teenager. It felt that kind of awkward. And yes, I'm dressed up as Hootie. I'm not saying that I'm better. I'm less awkward. Do you listen to this? Don't tell me my voice cracked, because I did this on purpose. So I'm not better, but it felt nice. It felt sweet. It felt sweet, and I loved it. Those are most of the characters, at least the ones I want to talk about, and that is most of the show. I love it. Okay, one more thing about the romance. My God, it was creeping into my head most days of the week. Just thinking about it. When's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? I was running on Saturday, and that was one of the main things in my head, thinking about it. And yeah, so it's really good. But I honestly, kind of, maybe that's the reason I didn't like seeing part 1 of season 2 so much. After getting the Grande and seeing that Amity does have feelings, and I'm like, from then on, It's like, that's the only thing I want. Maybe that's why, but yeah. I love this show. There's some really good elements. The world building is amazing. There are so many great characters like me and Amity. I tried to do an impression in some, like I was saying it passive aggressively. Yeah, there are so many good parts of this show, and it's amazing. Season 3, although I'm not expecting much going to the human realm, if we get a bit more romance and that demon guy, cloud child, um, it could be good. I don't know how they're going to handle it, but I have hope. This show is amazing, and as we get more of Season 3, I'll be talking about it more. I have more videos planned. Stay tuned. But yeah, this show is amazing. I don't think it connected with me on the same way that Amphibia did, even though I'd probably say this is better. That one, it had some sort of emotional bond with me, but this one, wow, it is really good. The world, there are so many great elements. You should have watched the Why You Should Watch This show. If you haven't, it's out, and you should watch it. And then when you watch the Why You Should Watch Owl House, you'll watch it. Is this on? Okay, good. But yeah, it's amazing. I hope you've watched it, because if not, I've ruined a lot of this for you. But it's really good. I'm excited for more, but we'll see how it turns out. Thanks for watching, and now I have one more thing to say. I'm pretty coming out. I will do more thing. I am friends with Lily. She calls me who's a birdie. I'm Hootie. I'm really cool. I think I could form a pool with my mouth. Cause it can get so big. I got karate skills and I can beat up a kid. I can beat up the royal guards. Lift my pound. Yeah, yeah. You say I'm annoying, but I disagree with you. Listen to my voice. How could this annoy you? I'm Hootie. I'm Hoot, Hoot, Hoot. Hootie is my name, and I go Hoot, Hoot. Hootie. I'm Hootie. I'm very, very tall. I can get very long. I am a tube. It is long tube. I am Hootie. I am in my strong tube. I'll beat you up because I am a bong tube. Listen to this beat bop from this tube. Hootie is super cool. I am a Hootie tube. Hootie tubes. I ain't got anything on this tube. Hootie tube is the on YouTube. You can watch videos of Hootie rapping to a song about Hootie. Hootie, 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 Hoot, Hoot, Hootie, 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 Hoot, 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 Hootie, Hootie, Hootie. Shut up! Goodbye.
Hoot 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 hoot. My name is Hoot-Suffer, live that Hooper. If you mess with me, I'll beat you up, send you to Lucifer. Lumity, I ship you guys. I am Hootie, I am wise, I'm a genius. Look at Max, how that she's got the thighs. King is a titan, and I help you guys with that. If someone comes invade our house out, go smack, smack. And when Lily comes around, all we'll do is chat. That's all I have to say. I'll be in the store all day. Muchos, muchos gracias. That's what Luz tells me to say. It's Spanish. Hoot, hoot.